Hi, Shaina.
Hi, Antonia.
So, how did you start breathwork?
So I started breathwork about 3 years ago after my meditation journey, and then I just ended up meeting quite a lot of people that are in the breath hub and pranayama sort of expertise. And through my years of just experiencing different classes and meeting different people with different experiences and sort of knowledge, I just really resonated with the breath work that I'd done with someone called Nevşah in Soma about 3 to 4 years ago. And from that moment, I was just absolutely hooked. So I just wanted to learn more and more about it. And the more I sort of started looking into the breath work, the more I was brought to people that are within these fields of knowledge. So I ended up meeting people like Wim Hof and then learning more about the breath and becoming more passionate with my teaching and then making me want to spread it out to the world as well because it's so profound.
And how has breathwork helped you?
Breathwork has helped me massively in terms of keeping my mind clear in stressful situations. So humans, we come across stressful situations on a day-to-day basis, and I know some of us like to think that we're not reactive to these things, but everyone experiences some level of stress. So when we start to breathe mindfully and we start to do these things on a day-to-day basis, it makes us able to deal with stressful situations a lot better when we are faced with them, because instead of getting absorbed by that situation, we sort of take a step back, we take a moment to connect with the breath, and this grounds and centers us. And it's also great for confidence building as well. So I use it a lot for speaking example. I will meditate and I will use breath work to charge myself up, to be able to put myself in front of people. Because it's all about, I like to think of it as charging an inner light. When we start to charge this inner light, we allow it to shine out to people. And I think a lot of people are ashamed to sort of let their inner light shine because we're fearful of what people might think or what they might judge. But at the end of the day, there's always going to be one person that doesn't agree. So as long as we keep charging this inner light, that one person isn't going to move us away from our goal. So yeah, breath work for me is just all about staying clear and focused and keeping that drive going without anyone moving you off your path.
Brilliant. And what has changed in your life due to breath work?
Since I've done breath work, so like I say, I've ended up meeting people that have just had like this experience and this expertise. So it's just opened so many doors for me. So since I've started focusing on my own health and then starting focusing on to bring it to other people to help them improve their quality of life, I just find that opportunities are just sort of coming towards me, sort of like the whole law of attraction thing without going down that path. But it's like breathwork has just opened up so many opportunities and doorways for me to expand myself as a person and to be able to help other people as well. So
brilliant. And for how many years have you been practicing breathwork and who have you become because of it?
So I've been practicing breath work for about 5 years now, and I was practicing meditation 10 years prior to that. So meditation really helped me sort of come into myself, but never fully gain the confidence to be able to speak out in front of people. So since I've done my breath work, it's almost like it gives you like that little charge, like I was saying about charging the inner light, but it really charges this point of energy up in the body to the point that you believe in yourself and you want to shine, again, that light without anyone sort of allowing that to take away from you.
Who have you become?
Who have I become because of breathwork? So since breathwork, I've become a teacher that's helping many people. And this has helped me to connect with thousands of people of all different ages, different styles of life, different sexes. So yeah, breathwork's helped me become a teacher and to bring these skills to other people.
How have you helped your client through breathwork?
So my clients have gained lots of benefits through breathwork. I work with a lot of people that have anxiety, depression and psychosis even. Some people are on antidepressants and things like this. So those people that have been joining my breathwork classes, they say that they've now found this level of peace that they've been looking for years. Some people even say it's brought them into a spiritual practice, and these are people that would never have even considered it before. So from doing breathwork with these people, it's almost like they start to activate this energy in the body and they start to feel themselves on a vibrational level. And before they can even argue the fact that they are energy, it's like they've already felt it. So it's giving these people this essence of knowing why they're here and this deep, profound sense of self-love in a way, I guess. And also people that I'm working with for fitness, it's helping them massively progress in their sport and to help them recover after their fitness exercises as well. So it's really versatile, but my clients especially are gaining massive peace in the mind and also better exercise performance.
And what do you teach?
I teach Soma breathwork. So my breathwork style incorporates many different types of pranayamas, which are traditional breathing techniques. We do, however, create a specially created soundtrack which incorporates many different frequencies which will do alongside this breathing track. And if you were to look at your brain under a light scanner during this exercise, you'd see loads of different parts lighting up. So we're going for a full brain activation. We're also activating the full body with the diaphragm as well. So it's this charging up, bringing energy into the body, and exhaling, letting go of any tension, any stress. I like to use my breathing in for 2 and out for 4, for example, because this starts to put people into a state of rest and digest. And we actually start to activate the parasympathetic nervous system in as little as 5 minutes of breathing in for 2 and out for 4. Making sure we're using the full diaphragm as much as possible. I'll make sure that people are breathing down into the lower parts of the belly first and filling up all the way up to the shoulders. We breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth, and following this continuous rhythm. And within sort of 5 to 6 rounds of this breathing, you start to let go to the rhythm, and it's almost like waves against the ocean shore. It just sort of takes over and we start to flow. And in this flow, we start to liberate the mind and sort of leave the body. So it's really, really beautiful, this breathing exercise, because it's like a form of meditation. But we eliminate that suffering mind state of sitting in still when we're frustrated, and we make it fun because we breathe in a rhythm and we breathe with music as well. We like to call it breathing in beats. And the first thing we ever actually hear when we're in the womb is the heartbeat anyway. So by nature, we are rhythmic beings. In the womb, we hear the heartbeat. So in these breathing exercises, we use the drums and we start to connect with the rhythm of the heart, the rhythm of the music, and the rhythm of the breath. And in this way, we just completely liberate ourselves. And I've had people literally out of body shaking like this, and I've had to come and just put my hand on them and bring them back into the body because they have such a deep experience on this. So that's the breathing technique that I teach, but it's really, really rather profound for leaving the mind.
Brilliant. And what illness or traumas have you and your client been able to heal through breath work?
So my clients have been able to work with, one example off the top of my head is I've got a client that has severely scarred lungs, and he's had this for about 5 to 6 years now, really bad asthma. And he's been in and out of the doctors with inhalers, all sorts, and they're always sort of just pushing him off with another prescription. And he said that he's just not really had a quality of life for the last sort of 5 years. And he came into my class the first time, and it was just bizarre because afterwards he was just sat there looking. It was so funny. I was like, "Are you okay?" He was like, "This is the most amazing thing I've ever done." And he's done the classes every single week, and he swears blind that it's improved his lungs so much, and he's been struggling with this for 5 years. So it's actively helping people with lung problems, with asthma, and then also, as I said about my clients before, experiencing depression and anxiety, which I feel is an all-time high at the moment. They're using these breathing exercises to center themselves and ground themselves, and it's really sort of giving them this essence of calmness. And this ability to just be in a situation when everything's chaotic around you, it reminds us that we cannot control the things that happened outside, but we can control what happens inside. We can control our reaction. And mindful breathing is a subconscious skill that this starts to give us. So that's what my clients are benefiting from these exercises.
Yeah, actually that was the next question. What are the results that clients get from a regular breathwork practices?
Clients from a regular breathwork practice, they will just experience a more clear and concise life. So it's almost like, I like to explain it. Imagine you have a desk with messy paper everywhere, like you're in an office. You work in an office and you're trying to find one invoice. But if there's paper everywhere, there's no way you're going to find that piece. And especially even in a rush, you're going to start to get stressed out. You're moving everything everywhere. And this is exactly like the brain. If we're in a stressful situation and we need to think of something rational, it becomes impossible. So when we start to breathe and when we start to be mindful, it's almost like we start to categorize all these pieces of paper into different sections on the desk by date order, alphabetically. And then we're able to pull that piece of information out whenever we need to in a stressful situation. So I find my clients are really gaining benefits from these exercises, because where they would have reacted to something maybe 2 or 3 months ago, now they're saying to me, wow, that would have really annoyed me a few months ago, but now it's like I'm just observing it without getting drawn into the situation. So this is what I find my clients are really helping themselves with, being less reactive in stressful situations. And that's what we need to do as humans anyway, being less reactive and just being with the flow. That's what it's all about.